Hi guys, I'm here with a brilliant Porsche 911 Carrera 4 GTS Cabriolet. This car is just magnificent, and I will be driving it with you, and I'll show you a few things about it. First of all, let's say that just to give you a brief introduction about this car, I've been so excited to drive it. It's a 3-liter twin turbo flat 6 with 480 horsepower. They're not there if you don't want them to be. Like, it's so easy to drive. Then when you go in Sport Plus mode, man, you can feel them all. Braking changes, and the car goes so fast you can't believe it. It takes the chassis of the 911 turbo, the brakes of the 911 turbo, the wheels of the 911 turbo, and the helper spring and roll bars of the GT3. I feel humbled and lucky in being able to drive this one. Let's get started. This is my first test drive with Cars Reports, and I'm starting with a 911 Carrera 4 GTS. It's incredible. I don't know what to say. It's really, guys, if you have a dream about cars, work hard for it, because you can get there. With this said, I would get started and let's go. Oh man, feels so good. The steering wheel feels quite heavy, like gives you the idea of the big wheels you have. It's incredible. You feel like people look at you. You have a wind deflector behind. We can't see much. You get a start and stop, just in case you wanted to know. To me, it felt like I had to put more effort in controlling the car. Instead, the car looks perfect to drive it every day. It's incredible. So anytime you see a new GTS coming, means that a new generation 911 is on the way. You need to bear in mind that you don't have many years left on this generation. But why should you buy a 911 Carrera 4 GTS in 2023? There are several reasons. First of all, in January 2023, Car Express made a list of the 10 least depreciating cars. There were 4 Porsches in that list. So we are talking about the Macan on the 2nd place, Cayenne on the 6th place, 7 was the Taycan, and at the 9th place was the 911. So a classic. GTS is born with the 997 generation. It was a sporty version, fast. Then the 991 came, still GTS, very sporty and very fast. And now we get this 992 generation. We don't get the 3.8 of the Turbo S. Sitting, oh man, you feel like you're sitting at home. You're like on a sofa, you're like on your armchair. Seriously, if you were to commute with this car, you wouldn't want to go back home. 191 miles per hour top speed, removed before race. Instead of 3.5, you get to 3 seconds in a 62. So why should you buy a Cabriolet? Because you hear this, you hear the sound. Second point is, we have had W16 Bugatti engine going to disappear, W12 Bentley engine going to disappear, a lot of downsizing. The Maserati V8 is going to disappear. Even in Porsche we have some models dropping the internal combustion engines. There are some chances this could be the last non-hybrid GTS. Porsche is reassuring us, saying that the hybrid won't be a plug-in hybrid, it will be a simple gearbox mounted motor that will allow you to lower the emissions but still keep the internal combustion engine. People have complained about the road, the tire noise. I don't feel it as much. This car doesn't come with the lightweight package, which introduces a few elements to make the car even more rigid. First of all, you get the GT3 bucket seats, carbon fiber bucket seats. These are more comfortable for everyday driving. You get lighter side windows, a lighter battery. You don't get the rear seats. Save 25 kilos in total. I don't think it changes the world. This car, by the way, the weight is 1,600 kilos. And it's got a fuel tank of 90 liters. So this is a no-wheel driving car with 4-wheel steering. The car is just over 1,500 kilos without fuel in it. This car doesn't weigh much. I'm just going through small towns, small roads. The car doesn't feel like too large. at all. And bear in mind, this is 4.5 meter long, 1.8 meter wide and 1.3 meter tall. I love the Alcantara steering wheel. It feels like it gives you so much good grip, and everything is there when you need to be. One great thing I love about the Porsche 911, guys, all the buttons are not touch. They are, you know, like the nuggets buttons. I love them. The suspensions, they're really nice. They absorb the asperity of the road really well. If you want a better sounding car, you should definitely go for the GT3. You get the GT3 Touring if you wanted something, you know, for like not as racing extreme looking. But the torque you have here, 570 Newton meters, make this car very enjoyable in this kind of roads. I moved from normal to Sport Plus, and the response of the car is changing completely. Woo! Mamma mia! Oh, this is the car when you put it in Sport Plus. My God. So the drive in Sport Plus mode is incredible. The car is changing completely. The sound is so nice. It completely takes you. I feel like I'm driving a much better car. Like, this is the Porsche experience I wanted. This is the one. I want the 911 so much now. So, should you get the 911 GTS in 2023 or not? Yes, if you wanted to make your everyday driver. You have a lot of torque here. It's incredible how much torque you have, but it's not as extreme as the Turbo S. How does it drive instead when you have the roof closed? Drives nicely. Feels like I'm in a coupe. My God, guys. Woo! That's awesome! Drives so well. It's good for everyday life. If it's closed, there's not much noise. I don't know what they're talking about, the guys in the reviews. I really think this is the sweet spot for the 911 992. I should have said, by the way, prices start at £130,000. And how does it sit compared to other Porsches? I'll tell you in a minute from home. Instead, how does it sit with other GTSs? If you go instead for a 718 Boxster GTS, you would need 75k, so you would save around 60k. Let me know in the comments, I want to know from you, like, would you buy a 911 now? And if you have a 911, tell me what you think, what are your thoughts like about this GTS. I want to hear from you. Thanks for following, thanks for subscribing if you want to do so, and thanks for being there for me. This is thanks to you, and I hope seriously, one day I'll be able to bring you around with me. Stay tuned, and thanks. So how do you get in the 911 Cabriolet world? To start, you need £107,000 in the UK for the Carrera, 385 horsepower from the same 3-litre flat-6 twin-turbo of the GTS, 450 Nm of torque, 181 mph and 4.2 seconds to reach 62 mph. Weight, which is something I always look at in a sports car, is at 1,575 kilos lean. If you really want a sporty look, a car that is fast, that has some of the technical aspects of the fastest 911 out there, you need the 911 GTS. £30,000 to 138,000 and you get the Carrera 4 GTS. And it's incredible, it's crazy fast to drive but also very comfortable in town. If it's not enough, then get the Turbo S Cabriolet. 3.7 litre from the 3 litre, still twin turbo, still flat 6. And you get 650 horsepower, so 170 more, 800 Nm of torque, and you're getting to 205 mph and 0-62 in just 2.8 seconds. Bear in mind you need 50k more to purchase it, so we're going up to £190,000. For what a Cabriolet is for, to have a very fast car that is also an amazing daily driver, all you need is the 911 GTS.